During the 1990s and 2000s, many couples might have set up a living trust for each spouse to help avoid federal and Ohio estate taxes. There is no longer an Ohio estate tax, and for most people, there is no longer a potential federal estate tax. It might be time to consider eliminating one or both trusts. You see, a lot has changed over the years. During the last 2 decades, many married couples would have each have had a trust, sometimes called an AB trust, that was designated to save both Ohio and federal taxes. However, the Ohio estate tax was repealed effective January 1st, 2013, and the federal exemption from estate tax has increased from as low as $600,000 per person in 1990 to $5,450,000 per person now. So a married couple can shelter almost $11 million from federal estate tax without having a trust. But maybe you don't have an estate of $11 million. Does that mean you should get rid of your trusts? Not necessarily. Trusts have many purposes, and only one of the purposes is saving estate taxes. So, depending upon what other purposes you set the trust up for, maybe you continue with one or both of the trusts. Now, while many people use trusts to avoid probate, there are other reasons for having one. For example, maybe the purpose of the trust is to keep assets out of the control of children who wouldn't know how to handle the money. Maybe the trust is needed to protect the assets from a surviving spouse doing something foolish with the money. There are a variety of reasons for a trust. But let's say none of those reasons apply to you. Does it hurt to just keep the trust you already have set up? Well, it might cost you a lot of income taxes. Let me explain with an example. Let's say a husband and wife each have $500,000 worth of stock for which they bought for $1. On husband's death, the income tax rules wipe out all of his capital gains. Now, if the husband's investments grow an additional $100,000 after his death, and the assets are held by the wife, on her death, the additional capital gains will also be wiped out, along with all the capital gains on the wife's money. But if the husband's money were held in a typical AB trust, the growth in the assets after his death will be subject to income tax even after the wife's death. In my example, that could be another maybe $20,000 worth of income tax. Now, some trusts are drafted to avoid or reduce that problem, but probably not an old trust. If you have old documents, you should have them reviewed again to see if they still work for you. Just because you did good planning decades ago, that plan may make no sense for you today. For help understanding the need to update, attend one of our free seminars on estate planning this week. Tomorrow, Monday, September 19th at 7 at the Holiday Inn Rockside, Tuesday, September 20th at 1 p.m. at the Doubletree Beechwood, or Wednesday, September 21st at 2 o'clock at the Middleburg Heights Community Center. Or for more help, use the number coming up next.
Call Solomon, Steiner and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, immunizations are essential. We'll tell you why. Then, if leaving the work world has you worried, we'll help calm your financial fears. Feeling run down? The answer may be you're anemic. We'll prescribe help. Plus, older, wiser, and worry-free? We'll add up the ways to make the most of your Act 3. And recent Medicaid rule changes bring new challenges. We'll update you on the alarming additions. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.